record.
Okay, fine.
Okay, great. So that's nice. So in between, you can just click pictures whenever you can. Okay. So
Okay, sure.
okay. Yeah. All right. So we were talking about the four characters. Sniff and Scurry are the mice. Yeah. These two characters are moved by instinct and they need food to survive. And Haw and Hem are little people like us, complex, moved by sentiments and emotions. And the cheese represents the personal success, and the maze are routines that we carry. So this is the kind of what happens in the story or what happens in the complete book. So what we're going to do is we will just take out the main messages or what you felt about the book or how you connected with the book. See, for me, I'll just start, okay? And then people, you can just take turns and you can go ahead. So I think we will give the priority to Manisha and Shivani since they are at the workplace, and then we will go with the with Manisha, Shivani, and Renu ma'am. Are you at workplace also, right? So you three can go initiate and start, and then even I can share my views. So what do you think? So
Shivani, you go first.
I mean, Manisha.
Shivani, you want to go first?
It's okay. You can start, Bhuvi, then
Shivani?
we will follow you.
Okay, so what? See, I'm not going to get into the details of complete details of the book, but I would say like I'm new to Dubai. I would say like I'm not completely new to Dubai. I was in Dubai 4 years back and 3 years back, and then before the pandemic, I went to India and I got stuck there, and I was there. I had to be there for 3 years, and then I came back. So it was a new change. Okay, so 3 years in India and suddenly in Dubai, along with the kids. I didn't have, I don't know this particular area. And right now I'm living near Berjuman and I was completely new to this place. And it was challenging for me the first initial 2 months because my son had a lot of friends back in India. And when he came over here, he felt that he didn't have a lot of friends or it was holiday time. Okay, the school hadn't started. And you know what it would have been for me to have two kids at home with no school, 24/7. I had to take care of them. Though I had, fortunately, a maid help and husband, of course, he helped now and then. It was a change for me. Okay, so I was able to connect a lot with this book because that fear was inside. How am I going to manage? How are things going to go? Whether the decisions we make really matters. See, sometimes we humans are very complex that even though we know that certain things are not working out, we still would be doing that. So that's what I feel like the little human, what was his name? Ha, right? Ha or Hem or Ha, who was the one who didn't want to change for a long time. So
it was him, I think so. Him.
Both
Actually, Ha, it started to move, but
yes, Ha started to move. So I read the book way back. I read almost a couple of months back. And then I just refreshed, right now before coming to the meeting. So I was like, I think like in India, I had a certain issues. Okay, it was a personal conflict, and I wasn't able to. I know what was wrong, but still I wasn't able to come out. It wasn't an easy change. People would say this, especially I was able to connect with a lot of domestic violence, domestic abuse that happens. People say, why is she still with him? He's abusing her, and why is she still with him? But change is not that easy for even the people who are going through it, because the people who was a victim, they would not be able to easily change like how we outsiders look at them. Okay, it takes time. And the new movie, there was a movie that actually oriented this called Ammu. If you have time, I think it is in Amazon Prime. Do watch the movie. I think it is in different languages and people will be able to understand what I'm trying to say. It is not easy for how we think the change. It takes a lot of process to happen. And fortunately, Hem was the person who was able to understand that. And at last, he decided to take a change. I think a lot of us would be able to connect with the, Haw. So he was the person who changed. So I think I was also like Ha, who was like at last he realized what was going wrong and he was able to take a change, and I was able to relate to that, and I think I took a decision and changed somewhere. So that's how I was able to connect with the book. So yeah, Shivani, go ahead.
Yeah, you covered the most of it, movie. So I just want to add on that, like what I feel is like the four characters, and every one of us have that all. Like we go on moving from one to other. So sometimes I am able to adjust, and sometimes I'm not. I'm reluctant to it. So the life goes around that four characters. Sometimes we are her, sometimes we are her. So that's what I feel. And yes, we all have challenges, and we have to face about it. And I think we have to decide which character we have to take and how to conquer that challenge and how to take it in a positive manner. That's what I connect to that story. That's what I feel. Thank you.
Fantastic. Manisha.
I think she ran away to the break.
No, I am on. I am listening to you people, but I am really worried about my incidents as well. So there will be not much that I would able to contribute it because my mind is really very busy. But still, I will try my level best that I have learned from this book. The thing is that I am keep on repeating it. This is the very good book that Shivani has referred me just at right time, and I have already shared the very important and precious thoughts to me to Shivani. So I don't know how would I able to do justify here because I have to repeat it the second time what I have learned from here. But it's I think not the one thing I have learned from here, but I'm keep on repeating it in my daily practice, and it is helping me at workplace. Like it has also said in the book as well, lots of characters has been benefited in their different aspects of lives. As Shivani has said, she's right as well. Means we are with the different characters at different times, so we could able to recognize that yes, what is happening with us and where we are stuck and what is the new cheese for us. And I think it helps in every situation. What is the new cheese? The simple thing, if we get to find out what's the new cheese, and you can easily move on if you could simplify the things, like yeah, simplify the things. It's really was good. That's the thing I could share.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Simplifying matters a lot. We actually have the habit of complexing things, even though we know, we wouldn't have known a lot about the future, and we would be making decisions of how it was in the past or how it happened to another person. So that is the view we normally have, and we try to complicate the things, isn't it? So this book actually helps us to understand letting go of the past and get over the things you cannot change actually helps a lot to keep moving forward. We know there is something in front of us which really needs our attention, or there is something that which went wrong, but we try to keep hold of that, and we do not see what is actually needing the attention. So this book helped us understand, like simplifying matters a lot. That was a very good point from Manisha. Yes, Abhirami, would you like to go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm so thankful for you because this is the first time I came to know that there is a book lovers around the UAE, and I'm so happy that after a long time I started to refresh myself on reading books. So thankful for you. And this book came on time to me because at the time I also was thinking whether I need to move on or should hold back or should do what I can do. Everything it came on time. I think so. Actually, it varies according to the people. For example, it varies for the working people and it varies for homemakers because most of we as a homemaker we won't think about ourselves. We won't move on. We will be stick to that daily routines what we want to do. That's all. We won't think of what we want to do next, what we can do for ourselves. We won't think as a homemaker people like us. Okay, So, but for people who are really working outside, no, they used to think, at least for example, if they are working in one concern, they will think to move on to the next concern. And there is a fear in those people also, because they won't move on immediately. For example, if a person is working as a HR in one firm, he won't be accepted to work as an HR assistant in another big firm, because they used to think that our level of our what do you say, their think what they want to do, they are all stick to that. They will be afraid to face those things. So this book helps to move on according to our thoughts, I think so. So our how we will think, that is varied according to this book, I think. So for me, it helped a lot to move on, like him. I think so. I used to be like him, I think so. I want to move on. That is what I used to say. Thanks for that. To help me. That helps me at this right time.
Great. Actually, Ha didn't know. Ha was the one who was like who wanted to move on, but Hen was really holding.
Yeah. Most of the
Ha.
time, we will be like Ha for others, because we used to
Yeah.
tell important things. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can move, you go, you can do. We will give a lot of positive thoughts to others, but actually we will be like him ourselves, you know. So we people will say, okay, you try, why can't you try, you can go, you can try there, you can go there, we come out from that, you can do, you can come on. We will give a lot of positive thoughts to others, but for ourselves, for self, we won't do for ourselves. We will be like him, I think so, when we think of about ourselves.
Exactly.
So
You're right.
yeah,
You know?
so you
See,
people
that's what
so for example, if
yeah.
if people are asking, why can't you do, you can try, they will say. So their words may be very positive, and we also used to say, but we will be actually like a him ourselves. We won't move ourselves. So we want to, we should not be half for others, we should be half for ourselves. We want to be positive for ourselves. So each person think like that, only we can move forward. So I made my husband and my daughter also read this book, and my daughter also understand. She told, yeah, I want to move on, mama, I want to move on, because she afraid to move to other school. So I used to lose my friends, I used to lose my surroundings. So she is afraid to move on, because she may lose friends, she can't find new friends. So I told her, so this is how the life used to move. You want to move, you can get new friends. So that made her to think, okay, I can move. So that confident we are building in kids, right? So that confidence
Yeah.
should have for people like us, because we won't move. We once we are in a good firm, well settled, we won't try other next level. So we will think that this is enough for ourselves. So we are settled, we are completely enough for everything. We have that fear to move on to the next level. So telling to others is
Exactly.
great, but for ourselves it is very difficult to move on. That's what.
You see, how also had that issue. How didn't know it because he was running behind because he was weighed down by the fearful beliefs. You know,
Yeah, sure.
he how wondered like if Hem had already moved on or he was still paralyzed by fears, whether he would get lost.
Yeah,
We are also the same. You know, when we
yeah,
want to
sure.
move on to a different place, change is not easy as people
Yeah.
think, or
Yeah, sure.
change is
Yeah,
not easy.
changes are
Change
not
has its
easy,
own
and
kind of
it is not
yeah.
like that. This book, it going to end for how he reached here very soon, but it is not like that. Even it may end at the end of our life, or it may at the middle of our life. We don't know whether we will reach that. We will find the
See,
cheese
because
or not.
life is a journey. Life is a
Yes,
journey. So you
yes,
never can't you
yeah.
don't
So
to
if
say this is my finish point.
yeah,
We never
yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we doesn't know. Even tomorrow, if we come out today, even tomorrow we may reach that. We will find that cheese. But sometimes it may take the more years. So it varies according to the
See,
people,
the thing
right?
is, the same cheese will not be sufficient all the time. You get
Yes.
the point. Probably
Yeah.
today, for me, this particular cheese is my goal, and I reach the goal. But that cheese I will have to eat, and that will get finished.
Get
And
finished.
of
Yeah.
course, I have to again run for a
Run for the next.
different
Yeah,
cheese,
sure.
isn't it? To keep the survival. So I
Yeah.
think that is what how this book also reminds. See
Reminds.
that cheese is not the end point. Okay,
Yeah.
there are more cheeses to come, and there will be more cheeses. So we will keep, we will have to have the belief that Ha had, and we have to keep moving. So
Yes, yeah, sure.
that's what I got from the book as well. Great.
Yeah, sure.
Bindu, yes, Bindu. Come on, Bindu.
Yes, very wonderful. I was just listening to Bhuvi, like she said, how she adjusted to the new change. Then I think Manisha also spoke, right? And Abhi,
Yeah.
Remy, you just spoke. So what I analyzed from your talk is like, you all are ready for the change, but it was not easy to accept the change, but you accepted, right? So same is my life, we all are going through these characters, 4 characters. But for me right now, I can say the first 2 characters are dominating. Before in my life, the last 2 characters was dominating. But with years, like I progressed, I was always thinking that I cannot do, I will not do. But now what I've done, whatever I challenge I do, like 6 months back, I was thinking, how can I start my channel? Then I said, no, go ahead, take the challenge. I knew nothing. Then touchwood, now I'm happy that I started that. So what I'm saying this, we should not limit ourselves. We can do. Like Rami, you said, we guide people, we give positive. You're right. Even same I do sometimes. I'll say eat good food, sleep on time. Sometimes same I cannot do sleep on time. I cannot sleep on that exact time. But still the thought has come. The thought has occurred always. If we have to sleep on time. So I work on that thought. Okay, 2 days I didn't do. No, Bindu, come back to that thought. We have to sleep on time. So this is the way I bring back, the changes in my life. So I am trying to, I cannot say always surrounding with positive things. Yes, I know some things cannot be positive, but I'll see how I can make it work on, and then to be in the present moment. See, if I'm talking right now to you, I have to be with you guys. I cannot think 10 things at the same time. So that I have developed, and I'm developing. I'm not fully developed. I am developing, which was not before in me.
Yeah.
So what I'm
Overthinking will
saying,
be there, I think so.
yes,
We used to think more outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that is calmed down because of my
See,
meditation. I do
most of the
daily
time we
meditation.
are actually very fearful. But
Yes,
the one
insecure.
beautiful quote from this book is, what would you do if you weren't afraid?
Correct.
Yes.
We will become insecure. So for me, I don't want to be insecure now. I have to find out the ways how I can not be insecure but confident, not suddenly, but with things I choose, what I'm choosing in my life. So thank you, Bhuvi. This book is amazing and would love that more people would have joined. But you started and amazing. It's great.
Yeah. See, it is a change for everybody, because this is something we do not do every single day, like analyzing a book, what we learn from the book. It is a change for us also. So we people have tried our best to do that. Okay, we took the step like hard it at last, because Ha was weighed down by him for a long time, and he somehow did it. Even see, the thought of starting something, the start of starting something is difficult, and continuing something is even more difficult.
More difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So and when you have a thought whether I should do this, is it necessary, why should I, what am I going to get from this? See, these kind of thoughts always, you always want to be in a safe and a comfortable position, and if you're going to be always in the safe and the comfortable position, you are going
We're
to
never
become
going to
extinct.
do it. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you do not
sure,
change,
sure.
you become extinct. That is what we got from this book, isn't it? It is safer to search than being cheeseless. Getting into a cheeseless, because that is, I think Hem would have got the point where there was no cheese at all, and either he would have died, or he would have definitely at least moved on and followed the messages
I
of
think that so my opinion is that he moved on. I think so. He believed in his friends. So I think like
Yeah.
that positively. Whether he
Better late than never.
he would have moved. I think so. So
Yes.
so when then only it will be a nice start for everyone, because every human, as a human being, we everyone will move at one point. At least there will be a small change by themselves, or some other surrounding us will make us to move. Definitely, it used to happen. So I think so
Yeah.
that will happen for him also, due to because of I think so.
Yeah. See, that is what we can either let the fear build up, okay, and
No. Yeah,
we'll
fear is due to, I think fear is maximum due to we cannot understand people around us. We
Yeah.
won't understand people around us. So maximum we used to think, so they will be thinking like that. They will be used to tell like this, that, like that. We used to think the people who are in front of us or are surrounding us. So we want to move
because
on.
we are conditioned that way from our
We are
childhood. what
emotionally
we go
attached to
through.
the people around us. Yes.
See, that emotional attachment comes with the family, and when it comes to outside people also, what do we learn from the childhood? We learn what would they think, what would he think, what would she think. It is all about what everybody else think and what
I
exactly
think,
we
Yeah,
think
yeah,
doesn't matter.
definitely. For
I think
example,
now
we
is
are
the
very
high
comfortable
time.
with the strangers, you
Correct.
know, when we are traveling in a train, or when we are traveling in a bus, we are comfortable with the strangers. We don't know
Correct.
who is standing near to
Who
us,
they
but
are.
we are very
Correct.
comfortable. We will be doing what we want to do. But when it is people who are known to us, we will we have that fear. So
The
so we
problem is
want to
not
think that
as good.
we should think that everyone are strangers. We
Yes,
don't want to
Manisha.
think like that. We
Yeah,
want to look at.
we will hear from Manisha also. Yes,
Yeah,
Manisha.
yeah. Let's
The
hear from
problem
Manisha.
is not big as we make it by our thoughts.
Exactly, exactly.
Correct. It is our mind, I think. It's our mind. So we
Yeah.
should entertain at this stage of life. I have learned not to entertain what is disturbing my mind. I am the controller of my mind now. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I think controlling mind is something, it's a
Difficult.
process. It's a
Difficult
process.
process. Yeah,
It
yeah.
comes with years, which I have been doing for 20 years.
Practice.
Meditation, yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
That we want to learn, I think.
Yes, exactly, Abhi. We have to learn, and
Definitely
this
myself.
book is like,
Continue learn, we have to. You're right.
Yes.
see, because life is no straight and easy corridor along, which we travel free and unhampered. But maze is a passage, like the maze. Because if life was just a straight road, everything will be fine, and we'll be able to do everything correctly. It's like a maze, We must seek of what we lost, what we found, and we will have to keep smelling the cheese to understand that the cheese is becoming old. What we do is very comfortable, like the cheese is there, and that's what Ha and Hem didn't find it. They were like comfortable because they were
Yes.
getting it. They forgot to smell the cheese to understand what exactly were they missing. And I'm so glad at least Ha at some point realized, and that is what we have to do. When we become very comfortable with the situation, or when we do not want the change, we tend to do that. But change actually brings us a lot of new things which we don't realize. Change is
There is
something
no
difficult.
limit. Correct. There's no
Yeah,
limit. You're right.
yeah. I think today with the change, we all learned a lot of things. Yeah, and we were able to share our thoughts, and that was fantastic. And Manisha and Shivani, Abhirami, Bindu. I think Renu wasn't able to catch up workplace, so I understand she must have moved. But I would say this was a fantastic discussion. Okay, I think we have covered most of the points, and we were able to relate with everybody. Okay, beautiful things like simplifying things, not making it complex, and we have realized that we have to keep moving on and not hold on to the old cheese. So that's what we learned through this, and I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much for all your time. Okay, and
Thank you. Thank you.
anything
Thank you
else?
so much.
Thank
I
you
think
so
that's
much.
it. Bhuvi, thank you so much, Bhuvi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone. Can
Bye,
we leave?
bye,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you to, thank
Bhumi,
you all.
Bye.
what's the
Nice to
next
We will
meet you
book are
all.
you
again
going to
meet
share?
soon. If possible, we will have, see, I will try to have a Zoom meet, and I will also try to have a, the real meet possible if in the next,
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
make it
in-person
real.
meet,
This month.
Correct,
in-person
we'll
meet
make
and the
real.
Zoom meet for the next time. Okay. We will see
Correct.
that. See to
Yeah,
it.
sure,
Oh,
sure. So,
Okay.
okay, sure. Thank you,
bye.
Yeah.
thank you all.
Anything
Bye-bye.
else? Anything else you wanted to share, guys?
No,
We can, just a moment.
Yeah, next book.
Yeah.
Expecting for the next book.
Yeah, next book. Big
Eagerly waiting for next book. What it will be. Definitely. Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. See you all. And